Alrighty. We will go ahead and get started here. Perfect. So we're going with everybody's favorite. You'll notice a theme here. This is what we will pretty much always start out with. I like it because it does help your shoulders, but it's also just nice to have a second just to spin your hands in a circle and really decide if you want to do this or not. Yeah, exactly. It's a good time to convince yourself. Really reflect on where you're sore right now. And then we're going backwards. What part of your legs? You said you were sore in your legs. What part of your legs is the worst? Quads, front of them? Okay. Yeah, glutes. There you go. Okay. Figure eights. Remember, we want to really be moving our shoulders. Keep those elbows up. Well, today you get a whole bunch of abs, so they'll really be feeling it. All right, so now we're just going to take our hands, go out, turn our palms away from us, hold that for a second, and then just reach back as far as you can. While you reach back, make sure that you're not just shrugging your shoulders. We really want to be kind of retracting those shoulder blades as we come back and down with those shoulder blades. We don't want to be up here. And then just pause at the end for each of them and then come back in. Mark, you sore? Perfect. You were the one I was trying to impress, so. Alrighty, so now you can either take your hands here or you can put them kind of on the small of your back, just wherever you feel like you need the support. You can even go ahead and put them on your hips. But we're just going to do like kind of a full body circle. When everybody start out small, we don't need to be throwing ourselves around or anything, but basically you're doing small hula hoop motions. And then as you get better, you can go ahead and allow that back to move a little bit more. As always, take your time. Don't do anything you're not ready for yet. And then go ahead and circle the other way. Yeah, you talk about soreness. I don't think any of us thought about it just here in the Wellbeing Center. And all of a sudden we decide we're all going to teach every single day. And this morning I woke up and I stretched and I'm like, yeah, that hurts. You just don't realize, like, I've been doing a good bit of running, but you don't realize how many different movements you need before you're not sore anymore. So, alrighty. So now it's just time to start warming up your abs. So you're going to put your hands over your head. And you're just going to do kind of what I call a standing crunch, but it's a side crunch. So you're just taking your knee and come in there. You can alternate if you want to, or you can just do same side if you feel more comfortable there. Yeah, there you go. Warming it up, getting the joints going over there. Really want to make sure here that we're going more sideways, not that we're like coming down. Everything's about staying nice and controlled, even in the warm-ups. Very good. And last warm-up we'll do is just here, and all you're doing is just sliding your hands down. As you get to your end, go ahead and take one hand up over the top. Very good. I know, it's like we're out here just doing random movements until you feel it somewhere. It's like, oh, wow, there really is intention to what we're doing. Very good. Alrighty, so we have 3, and I sort of kind of lied because I said we were having an upper body and ab day the other day. And we are, but it's going to be a lot of abs as well. So I'll walk through them. You're welcome to do them with me, or you're welcome just to watch. You're also welcome to keep doing some of the warm-up moves if you feel like one of those spoke to you, or if you want to make up your own, you're welcome to do that. So the first one, you're going to find yourself a nice comfy spot on the ground today because you're probably not going to leave the ground. Just as a misnomer. So you're here, you're just doing shoulder taps. The big part here is we want to stay engaged. We want to keep as flat as possible. Clearly you're going to have to move a little bit, but we don't want to see you kind of like doing this number. If you need to, go down to your knees and you're just up here, okay? I lied on the board over there. It says 3 by 30. We're doing 4 by 30 today. Next one, same position. You're doing a kick through. So you're here and you're just reaching your foot up. Your foot can touch the ground. It does not need to stay off the ground, but that's what you're going for. Here, you are allowed to have that rotation, but we want to keep those hips still nice and controlled. If you want an alternate, you're on your knees and you're actually reaching through. So you're reaching back and down. That would be how we're doing our alternate today. And the last one in this position is you're going to be on your elbows and you're bringing your knees up to your sides. So this is basically like that warm-up we did. Again, we do want some rotation, but we don't want to see those hips opening all the way up. If you need an alternate, you're just in the kneeling position and you're bringing your knee up. I will say that if you're in the alternate position, I find it easier just to do a whole bunch of reps on one side and then switch. Like it gets hard to go from here, switching over, that kind of thing. So if you're in the alternate, just go with your left leg for a bit, count to 5 or something, switch over. And then we're gonna roll over onto our back. Like I said, getting comfortable on the ground today. And we're starting with bicycles. So your knees are gonna be up and you're just rotating with alternating elbow or alternating knees. If you need an alternate to this one, we're basically doing that same alternate we did the other day, but you're here and you're just rotating without picking up your feet. If you still need an alternate from there, you're just sliding your hands up your thighs. So it's all still getting the rotation. It's just how much are you using your legs? How much are you maintaining the up position? Again, here, we don't want to see you like doing this number. We want you to be out nice and controlled still. Try to engage the back, the abs, and the legs all the way down. Then we're going straight into flutters. So this one at least allows your upper body to relax for a second. I like to put my hands beneath my butt. I find that it's a lot more comfortable. And then your feet are up and you're just fluttering. We want to try to keep those legs at a pretty low angle, but it does get easier as you go up. So find your comfy spot and then try to push yourself as low as you can go in your comfy spot. And then last one is a supine crescent is what I've been calling it. So your hands are over your head, your feet are down, and then you're just picking yourself up. You're trying to make yourself into a bit of a crescent there. If you can get your head and even your shoulders off the ground at all, go for it. If not, that's okay. If you need an alternate, you bring your hands down, bend your elbows, and then you bring your knees up, and you just pick up right there. That's all you have to do. And even for some people, they need an alternate just because their shoulders don't have that mobility, and that's okay. Does anybody have any questions? Any of those confusing? Perfect. So, we'll get going. Great job. Nobody got up. Told you, just find a comfy spot. Yeah, we'll do one move 4 times. So each move will last about 30 seconds, and then we'll just do it 4 rounds. I always encourage everybody to start out slower than you think you need to, and then you can always build up. But it gets really hard in the 4th round if you killed it the first time and then the 4th round you're just struggling through. We want to finish strong. Perfect. All right, here we go. Shoulder taps are what we're starting out with. On your mark. Get set. Go. Make sure we're keeping those hips nice and collected, not rotating. We should almost be able to balance a wooden dowel across the backs of our hips the whole time. Name of the game is quality, not quantity. Very good. We're moving straight into some kick throughs. Widen those hands out a bit. Oh, and then you're just kicking your legs through. Here, we're rotating the hips a bit, but we're still staying in control of those hips. Last one right here. Good. Now we're down into the plank position. And we're bringing our knees to our sides. Good. Flip over onto your back. Going straight into bicycles. Halfway through the first round right there. Not that bad, is it? Remember, you can always use your alternates. You can always put your feet down. If you need to, just go for it. Is at your own pace. Nobody is gonna judge or care what you're doing. It's all about you. And then straight into flutters. Last 2 moves, and then we get a minute break. Last one, supine crescents right here. Just pick up, hold for a second, and relax. And relax. Go ahead and get yourself a drink of water if you want to. Walk around if you want to. Got 1 minute. On your mark. Shoulder taps on 3. Get set. Go. Nice and controlled. Keep those shoulders over your hands. I like the control I'm seeing out of everybody. Doing pretty good out there. Very good. Now into kick throughs. Widen those hands out. Keeping those hips nice controlled, but we are opening them. If you want to, this is where you can start to add some pace. You can really start moving if you want to. And then down onto your elbows. And bicycles, rolling over. And straight into flutters. I need to paint something on the ceiling. Give me something to look at right now. And then last move, supine crescents right here. How are we doing in the back? Are we working out the soreness or are we getting more sore? Oh, there we go. I like that answer. And you're done. 1 minute break. Kind of like this round. It's all on the ground. I don't have to move. I look like I'm suffering slightly less. Although I'm impressed, I'm noticing more people doing it than I am. I'm taking more of the alternates than anybody else. Not that alternates are bad, but it's impressive. And we'll get ready to go. 3, 2, 1, on your mark. We got somebody back there in the back corner that was in push-up position halfway through the work or halfway through the rest. That is the definition of showing up ready. Remember, keep those hips level. And then we're straight into kick throughs. Remember, this is round 3. If there was a time to push yourself, now's it. Now's the time to prove to yourself you got it. Over halfway there. It's easy now. Good.
Down onto the elbows. I see you over here pushing yourself. I like it. Okay, get a little bounce in there, getting a rhythm. Good, last one. Straighten the bicycles. And then flutters. How low can you get those legs? How low can you get those legs? Put yourself, go a little lower than you did last time. And then supine crescent. Is it harder to get your legs off the ground or your arms off the ground? Legs would make sense, wouldn't they? Ten seconds left. Last one. Very good. 1 minute break. This is it though. One more round. There we go, 5 seconds. Finish strong. Don't let yourself quit right here. Hey, Mark, get set, go. Can you get those feet closer together than you have in previous rounds? Five seconds. Very good. Now our kick throughs. Remember, you can go to your knees if you need to. Then we're just reaching through. And onto your elbows. Three, 2, 1, on the bicycles. Man, Mark, that might have been the fastest transition I've ever seen. You're moving. And then flutters. Last 2 moves right here. You got it. No stopping now. Very good. Last one, those supine crescents. Picking up, holding at the top, letting down. Very good. And rest. You can just stay on the ground. We'll go straight into our cool down. So if you want to stay on your back, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands up over your head. Oh, we're staying down. Sorry, Mark. So you're just here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to walk our hands out to the side. Kind of making a crescent just the other way to our sides. You should feel it going around, like if you're leaning to your right, you should feel it all down your left side. And then you're going to take your feet and you're going to walk them towards your hands. Just elongating that pull. And then you're going to take your hands back to center. And then back over to your left. Or your right, depending on which side you started on. Very good. Bless you. And then we're going to be on our knees right here. And then you can just sit down kind of in between your heels or just onto your heels. And you're just going to put your hands out in front of you. Really feeling the stretch down the outside, kind of back to the shoulders. And from here, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to walk our hands to the side. As you walk your hands to your side, remember just to breathe in, breathe out. And on those out breaths, allow yourself to sit a little deeper into those hips, onto those heels. And then go ahead and take your hands and walk to the other side too. Just relaxing back and down. Very good. Then just come up and sit down. Just cross your legs in front or put them out in front. Just straight, that's fine. Either one works. And we're just going to take those hands, same way we started. Just opening up in front, then bringing them back. As you bring them back, really try to sit up nice and tall. See if you can really get yourself sitting up nice and tall. And then going back forward. We spend so much of our time now seated that a lot of us, myself included, aren't great at just sitting up straight. Everything as you sit just wants to contract down and get stuck there. Everything on the back gets a little tight too because it's fighting the front all the time. I know we're at 6:30, so if any of you need to leave to go to your job or go to your day, you're welcome to. Wonderful. And then just the last one right here. Mark's already kind of in the position, but we're just spreading our legs out wide. And we're just walking down one side, holding there just for a second. Again, we want to try and keep good posture here. We don't want to just be slumping down. It's all about quality. We should feel it coming down the back of the leg. And then you're just going to switch legs. And we're just kind of going to alternate. So just hold for a second and then alternate. But you should feel it coming down the backs of the legs, the lower back, to the inside of the legs. Doesn't matter how far you go. Just about the quality of the stretch. And then finally, just walk your hands straight out. Evidently, this is one I need to work on. And then just come back to center. And then walk your hands out. And we're going to do just 6 reps of that. And as you walk your hands out, I want you to focus on your exhale. And on your way in, just focus on your inhale. And take this second just to refocus yourself for the day. Congratulate yourself for what you just now did. And refocus for whatever you have going on next. Very good. Well, thank you all for being here. I want to thank everybody at home, whether or not you're watching now or if you're watching later. Thank you for showing up. We'll see you all on Monday.